Yeah.
Why are you moving towards that slope?
Because I feel I'm the one who can break the eight.
What can you do to break the eight?
Very simple. Ghanaians see me as somebody different from real politicians who always think of the next election and therefore are not able to speak the truth. Ghanaians see me as somebody who is bold, who speaks the truth, who cares for the ordinary people with my philanthropic work, and they look at those things and say, look, a businessman. We've tried so many professions, let's try a businessman too. And I qualify for that. And honestly speaking, to break the eight, whether your government performs well or not, everywhere in the world, it's very risky for the sitting government to win the third term. And therefore, if you are going with the same face, it will be difficult. It's like just giving away power to NDC. So they need a new face. And a new face who is seen by Ghanaians as somebody who cares about the people, who cares about the development of the country, and not a politician who always think of the second term and therefore is not able to take right decisions. They see those qualities in me. That is why Ghanaians will vote for me.
Are you saying if they go for the likes of Balbia and Alan Chairmantin, it spells doom for the party in terms of winning or breaking the eight?
It will not be for the party because they are part of the cabinet that took decision to take us to IMF.
But IMF is now the solution to the party. I watched you somewhere where you said that the government is a failure for going to the IMF.
Yes, because I'm straight. During NDC's era, I said any government that takes his country to IMF has failed. So if my government is going to IMF, do you want me to backtrack? People will not believe in me. I still stand by it. We have failed.
But what other solution could they have had in this troubling time?
You see, let me clarify this. The mere fact that you've gone to IMF, you have failed. But there's a difference between the IMF of NDC and IMF of NPP. Why? Under NPP, we've been unfortunate to have pandemic, that is the COVID. As if it was not enough, when it was subsiding, then came Russian-Ukraine war, where even in America, inflation normally hovers around 1-2%. But now, in 40 years history of America, inflation is 8.7. That alone tells you that it is not the fault of NPP. Okay? In the history of America, I have never seen Americans fighting for baby formula even to feed their kids. Okay? Now let's go back to NDC. Was that the situation when they took us to IMF? Answer is no. So that alone tells you that the level of mismanagement of the two parties going to IMF, NDC's own is higher than NPP. And therefore, if we are able to explain it well, we will have a better chance than NDC. But the earlier statement you made, once I condemn NDC going to IMF, I will not backtrack because it is my party to say that, oh, I will sugarcoat it. No. Any government that takes his country to IMF has failed. Why is it that you are now going to IMF for them to tell you do A, do B, do C? Why couldn't you do it? So why would you come and tell me?
Right. Now, economic mismanagement, there are calls that there should be a reshuffle. And some of the ministers that, for example, we are seeing one with Adrasa for not being there, removed to ensure that we bring in people to do a better job. Calls for reshuffle. Should we go for that? And is it time to declare the seat vacant?
Although I believe in reshuffle, I don't think reshuffle is your problem.
So you believe that ministers that are currently there are competent enough to be there?
I wouldn't say that too, because they've been there for too long.
So isn't it
And
time for them to
complacency
come
sets
out?
in. But the problem that we are being confronted with is not because somebody has been there for 6 years. But if that will build confidence in Ghanaians, let the president do that. Why not? It serves as a deterrent to any minister who does not perform well. Okay, but if you don't do anything about it at all, I honestly have a problem.
Time to declare W. Kwabenya's seat vacant for a new person to be brought there.
When?
Is it time to declare the W. Kwabenya?
I can't give definitive answer to it because it might go against us, it might go in favor of us. A situation where you're going to buy election, you should be so certain that this seat is yours and therefore you are going to win. But with what is going on, I'm afraid I cannot confidently say that we are going to win when we declare the seat vacant.
So the seat should stay as it is, with the MP not being there.
The MP is not there. If it's not there, it's -1. So if you lose, it's -1. So you should take a bold decision. That's all.